Magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Welcome to our podcast episode 2. By the way, our podcast is called Evolving Pathways, and tonight's episode is about self sabotage, the weight loss blocker. To those who already know us, thank you again for joining us tonight. And to those who are encountering us for the first time, please allow us to introduce ourselves. I'm Dr. Kyla Talents, the owner of Skin Philosophy. I'm an aesthetic dermatologist, functional medicine, and self-love coach.
Siyempre, my name is Ken Samera. I'm an NLP coach, a conversational hypnotherapist, and yeah, this is a podcast na sobrang i-enjoy natin ngayon kasi weight loss to, di ba? Yeah.
Yes, it's very relatable and it's very close to my heart because I've had my fair share of weight loss issues.
Mm.
Like, I would say that I've been chabuff pretty much half of my life. Chabuff means chubby na buff. As you can see, I have muscles, pero medyo may fats here and there. So, chabuff, yan ang tawag. And even though, I've gone through all these personal development trainings, and even though I teach about mindset
Mhm.
and I'm super into this, of course, there are times when I'm not as disciplined as I want to be. That's why I have also decided to share with you tonight my personal struggles with my weight loss issues or my my lifestyle plans and how I was able to overcome each obstacle. And on a professional note naman, this topic naman is also commonly heard at aesthetic clinics. Like I already mentioned earlier that I own Skin Philosophy. So among the services that we offer are body contouring treatments. Now, even though the treatments would actually make you slimmer right after the procedure and it has cumulative benefits when you do it at least once a week, if you don't do any lifestyle change, of course, the results are not sustainable. Even though from a financial perspective, I stand to gain from patients availing of more packages. That doesn't sit well with me because I'm also a functional medicine doctor. And in functional medicine, we really try to get to the root of the issue instead of just giving you band-aid solutions that don't give you long-term results.
Teka. Pero since nasabi mo na yan, ano nga ba yung root ng problem dito, Kyla? Yeah.
All right, let us work backwards.
Mm-hmm.
So when we're talking about slimming, it can be one of two things. It's either we're gaining too much weight or we're having difficulty shedding off pounds. So that is just, the surface. Kumbaga, there's an underlying problem underneath the figure or like your body shape. There can be an underlying hormonal imbalance. Like, for example, if your heat, you have low tolerance for cold, like, di naman mainit, pero giniginaw ka, or you're gaining weight, or you're having difficulty losing weight, you feel lethargic, it's possible that you have thyroid issues. You can also have like insulin resistance even without being diabetic. So when we talk about insulin, what comes to mind for you, Can, for
Sa
example?
akin, automatic diabetes sa akin.
Uh,
Or hindi ka nakaka-process. Sa sugar yan, di
mm,
ba? Yeah.
yeah, sugar.
Mm.
So we are not utilizing insulin properly. So that can lead to a lot of cardiometabolic problems like yun nga, diabetes, heart disease, hypertension, and all these other related conditions. Tapos, surprisingly, lack of sleep can also lead to overeating because when we don't get enough sleep, our leptin and ghrelin, these are the hormones responsible for our appetite, they become dysregulated. So we eat more when we're puyat.
Mm.
So there's
Okay.
there's actually a relationship. And of course, we all know about stress, comparing stress.
Mm.
A lot of
Tama.
us do turn to food whenever we need soothing or whenever we feel like we have to reward ourselves, diba? So that's like the underlying hormonal reason for the difficulty in losing weight or like the weight gain.
Hmm. Siguro question ko dito ulit 'no, ang dami kong
Mm.
questions. O
Mm.
siyempre sulitin na natin 'to, tatanong ko na 'to sa'yo, mga questions din 'to ng mga friends natin, 'di ba, and mga clients natin. May mga gamot bang effective?
Well, on the surface level, they will give you an instant result or like a quick fix. As I
Mhm,
said, these are just band-aid solutions. Like Ozempic is very popular now. However, like Dr. Mark Hyman, he's like a stalwart in functional medicine. He gave a talk about the dangers of turning to drugs for weight
mhm,
loss because you're actually manipulating DNA expression, or you are like creating an artificial environment for your body. So th- the the benefits are not sustainable, they're not long term. Once you get off the drugs, then you can have a rebound, or
hmm,
you can even suffer from the side effects. That's why, as a functional medicine doctor, we always talk about lifestyle change. However, because we are talking about mindset here, let's go a step deeper by discussing mindset. Kasi yes, there's diet, there's exercise,
mhm.
there's sleep regulation, stress management. Kaya lang, even if I give you like a lifestyle prescription, would you actually follow it? Do you have any personal struggle with some fitness habits, Can?
Siyempre, sa'kin ano, siguro share ko lang yung background ko diyan 'no. Growing up, my problem was gaining weight. Sobrang payat
Mm,
ko, as in,
kaya,
sobrang
okay.
payat. So, parang ginol ko talaga na mag-gain ng weight.
Tumaba naman.
Oo, mag-gain ng weight, and, nung mga nag-gain na ako ng weight, I tried yung mga lahat, from Apeton, tapos yung mga solid na mga, ah, drinking na ano, yung lahat ng pagkain mo may
Mm,
sabaw para marami ka
mm.
talagang kanin. Nag-gain na ako ng weight, mga nasa 30 plus na ako. And then
Alright.
siyempre ngayon naman, nandun naman ako sa kailangan ko naman i-regulate. Siyempre,
Mm,
'di ba, nagkakaroon ng tiyan lalo sa mga lalaki, 'di ba? So,
mm,
'pag
mm,
merong, hypertension, ayan,
mm,
pagsasabihan ka na ng doktor, "Ops, teka lang,
mhm.
lifestyle change ka na. Hindi na
Yeah.
puwede sa'yo itong mga ganito, ganito." And, it starts with the making that firm decision. Karamihan sinasabi about sa why, ano yung reason mo for
Mm.
doing it. Yung iba talaga nagsisimula na lang talaga 'pag may sakit na, eh.
Yeah, that's
So,
true.
ako
That's
yun
true.
na isa ako dun. Isa ako dun. So, yeah, I'm currently in this journey. I've
Mhm.
worked with clients with this problem, pero siyempre it's also nice if I do what I teach also. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. And just because you're slim, for example, or you're not like morbidly obese does not mean that you're healthy, because you can have all these medical conditions even when you look healthy on the outside. Ako naman, I've never been like really fat. However, I've had my fair share of insecurities because of the shape of my body, na siyempre minsan nagkakabilbil, tumataba yung arms, o kaya nawawala yung thigh gap. Alam mo yung thigh gap? Yung parang space in between the thighs.
Mm.
So a lot of girls would want to have that. And for me, since you already mentioned the whys, in the previous episode, I have mentioned like associations. Like if we were to have like a binary system for making decisions whether we should proceed with a certain action or not,
Mhm.
uh kumbaga, we are guided by two principles, eh. It's the avoidance of pain
Hmm.
or the pursuit of pleasure. So identifying whys would definitely help. Like personally, ako, like if I come up with like a plan to exercise regularly, if I plan to do intermittent fasting consistently,
Hmm.
if I I make a decision to sleep early, I'm more motivated when I have like a motivation to do so. Like if for example, may pinopormahang cute guy, 'di ba? Syempre mas motivated akong pumayat. And at the same time, there's also that uh like aversion to pain points. Like if maisip ko na, ay magmumukha akong balyena pagka nag-two-piece ako pag pumunta ako sa Boracay, then that will also keep me on track. At the same time though, I find that these external motivations are not sustainable. Because what if, for example, like in my case, what
Mhm.
if your feelings for this person dies down? Di nawala na rin yung motivation mo to exercise. Nawala na yung motivation to be healthy or to lose weight. So, studies show that internal motivations are still stronger than external ones. So, what are internal motivations? These are like uh emotions that relate to your own well-being or how you feel about yourself.
Mhm.
So, um, if we can just take the time to reflect on what our lives mean, on how much we value our lives, if we can ask ourselves what we're living for, what gets us excited, who do we love, who loves us, then it's easier for us to like identify and connect more deeply to our whys, and hopefully that would also like enable us to comply with our health plans better. Do
Mhm.
you have anything to add?
Sa akin, siyempre internal motivation, I could connect it with how I got to stop smoking.
Mm,
Siguro mare-relate ko 'to dun. Siguro isa rin yun sa nakatulong sa akin sa weight
mm,
gain ko na challenge eh. Um, Health. One of the key things kung bakit talagang kailangan ko ma-push na sarili ko to stop smoking was because nagkakaproblema na yung lungs ko nun.
mm,
So ngayon, nandito ako sa diet na yung lifestyle change na route ngayon
mhm,
because of kung nga rin, high BP na ako eh. Nandun na ako sa point ng high BP. So, uh, dun pumapasok yung realizations eh. Teka lang, masaya, before having na nalaman ko yun sa mga hypertension para sa akin, it was like, I don't give a fuck. Parang, I know who I am and I accept who I am. Yun yung mindset ko nun eh. So
mhm,
parang okay lang, kain lang ako, whatever I want to eat, okay lang, walang problema. I'm
mhm,
enjoying what I'm eating and kahit saan ako pumunta, I just order what I want. Diba?
mhm,
But yeah, as you get older and you grow attached to, of course, your family and everyone, mapaisip ka rin eh.
mhm,
If napabayaan mo ng todo yung
mhm,
katawan mo, and talking to sa most of my clients na mas may age sa akin and even my parents, ang malinaw na statement dun is sana pala. May mga regret, sana pala inalagaan ko yung katawan ko when I was younger. Sana pala hindi ko to ginawa noon so that
mhm,
mas malakas pa ako ngayon. I mean, you'd
mhm.
hear these stories a lot in
Yes.
hospitals and like, 'di
Yeah.
ba? Talking to
Yeah.
older people and
Yeah.
habang mas bata ka parang hindi mo lang siya papansinin eh.
I
Okay
think you're
lang.
invincible.
Yeah, okay lang, okay lang kasi di mo pa nararamdaman eh. But
Yeah.
um I've gotten to think about those thoughts
Mhm.
and sabi ko nga, oh, why not start now?
Mhm.
So,
Yeah.
sabi ko nga very timely tong discussion na to because um I'm also working with myself. So with working with my clients, mas excited akong to work with them kasi we're both working together. So
Mhm.
we're
Mhm.
looking and working out on what works. So
Yeah.
kung hindi siya nag-work, at least natitest namin, teka lang. Kakaiba
Mhm.
talaga yung systems ng tao eh.
Yeah.
So it's really nice that you said about ito topic natin, internal motivations.
Mhm.
iba-iba ang internal motivations ng tao. Some
Mhm.
want to present themselves better. Some for
Mhm.
health, some for iba-iba yung
Yeah.
talagang burning reasons natin eh.
Mhm.
And it's good that for our audience that you find what that burning reason would be.
Mhm. Mhm.
Mas nakakatulong yon with making that firm decision and creating that
Mhm.
discipline moving forward.
Yeah. Well, thank you for sharing your personal story.
Mhm.
And I'm sure that there's at least one person from our audience who can resonate with that. Maybe like it's not an overt medical problem yet. However, if there are already signs and symptoms of possible hypertension, possible heart disease, or possible organ failure, then it's better to catch them while they're still early. I mean, why it's still in the early stages. So again, it would also help to like reflect on the the reasons why our body is also giving us these red flag signs. Diba, there's a saying, when there's smoke, there's fire. So actually, when you experience headaches, when you experience palpitations, when you have difficulty breathing, these are just red flag signs of an underlying medical problem.
Mhm.
So, um, kumbaga, it's better to intervene while the symptoms are still milder. Kasi wag na nating hintayin na mabulag pa dahil sa diabetes. I mean, I've heard those horror stories na putulan ng paa, na nabulag.
Yeah, totoo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And sometimes we can also learn from other people's experiences.
Yeah.
And kumbaga, when we just become more mindful of our thoughts, then it's easier to like redirect our ways of thinking. Because when it comes to weight loss, I would like to talk about like belief system.
Yeah, sige,
Uh,
G. Game,
all
game,
right.
game.
Just like when manifesting, for example, wealth or a love life or fame, like we can also apply the same principles when it comes to our health. Um, it's often affected or influenced by our vision of ourselves. You did mention this yesterday in our invite. Diba? You said that
Oo.
how do you picture yourself in your mind? Is it like somebody sexy or somebody like unattractive? So
Mhm.
our belief system largely influences our habits. And for some people, I have worked with a friend who was having difficulty visualizing herself as somebody like really slim, somebody who could wear, like, for example, a swimsuit. So
Mhm.
instead of giving like a very huge jump, from this weight to this weight, I just suggested that she imagines herself being just a few pounds lighter,
Gradually. Yes.
gradual.
Yeah.
Because if there are if if your conscious brain finds it hard to believe that you can actually achieve a certain weight, then your body will not cooperate, your mind will not cooperate, your heart will not cooperate. That's why sometimes it's better to break down the goals into smaller chunks so that it's not overwhelming. Just like for example, when you say, healthy na akong kakain. Kumbaga, I won't eat sugar anymore. I won't eat carbohydrates anymore. I'll avoid unhealthy fat. I'll just eat healthy food. How realistic is that actually for you? If you're a perfectionist, it only takes one error for you to abandon that goal or to abandon that plan. That's why sometimes we say that perfectionism is the enemy of progress, because like it only takes one misstep to like derail us from our plans when we are too hard on ourselves. There are voices that we can hear in our heads, like for type A people, this is very common. Like whenever you make a mistake, or whenever you don't do things well, whenever you don't perform well, there's that voice that criticizes you, Yeah. When it comes to weight loss, for example, I've heard some loved ones say, like, for example, my mom, she would always say, hindi ko kaya yan. Like when I tell her to eat more vegetables or when I tell her to do more yoga, she would automatically say, di ko kaya yan, di ko kaya yan. She wouldn't even try. So that's like a belief system that limits her implementation of a health plan, for example. So aside from like making the goals smaller for her, I sometimes make her more mindful of the language that she uses because the words that we speak can actually affect how we think. If you constantly tell yourself, for example, nasa lahi namin yung mataba. Ah, okay lang naman maging mataba kasi wala naman akong sakit. Or what are other beliefs about weight that you often hear about?
Well, karamihan yung mainly nasabi mo na, eh. Very,
Mm.
very strong beliefs. Ang gusto ko i-pinpoint dito is, um, kahit kahit kasi nasasabi yun, I want to empower our listeners right now, Minsan, kahit nasasabi yung mga bagay na yun, why do you why do you accept it kung
Mm.
ayaw mo? Unless talagang gusto mo siya.
Mhm, mhm,
Pero once you get to be aware of it na, "Teka lang, I want the opposite of that." That's where, 'di ba, dun nagsisimula yung changes, eh.
mhm, mhm. When we are very mindful of our desires and if we set like deep intentions to actually obtain our desires, then we can like more easily follow through with an action
Yeah.
plan. Like,
Eto, ay
uh,
wait lang, Kyla,
mm,
i-connect ko lang,
mhm,
para ma-clear out ko lang yung thought na yun na
mhm,
sinabi ko.
mhm.
Um, do you know why I interjected the the discussion kung bakit?
Pattern interrupt
Kung bakit ako nag-pattern interrupt?
para uh they won't think that they're doomed
Uh, uh,
to do a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Pwede. Pero kasi, when we say the things lalo na online, parang
Mhm,
I am I
mhm,
am fat, ang nangyayari dun kahit minsan nasasabi lang natin pero yung kunwari yung audience natin, most of our audience would resonate with it, they will repeat it inside their heads kasi.
mhm, mhm,
So, kaya ako siya, teka lang, 'wag tayo mag-I am. I-ano
mhm,
natin,
mhm.
pwede
Yeah.
natin i-ano yung language. So,
Mhm,
for everyone, lalo na dun sa mga copywriters or sa mga just nakikinig dito, um yung mga words like you, yung mga words like I am,
mhm.
pinapa-manage ko yun sa ano, sa to the people I work with.
Yeah.
Kasi ano, eh, dun naglalaro yung narratives natin, eh.
Yeah.
And nililinaw ko lang ulit, uh, I want you to consciously think about it right now, that
Mhm,
when a negative thought pops in, you have the power to either just let it fly
mhm,
or to accept it.
mhm,
And if for most of your life you've accepted it, it already became your reality.
mhm. Yeah.
Now, if it's not useful for you anymore and you want the opposite of that,
Mhm,
you could begin to say to yourself the opposite of that. The
mhm,
new goal that you want. Kuwari gusto ko,
mhm,
I am thin, 'di ba? Nung dati,
mhm,
ang self-talk mo, taba, 'di ba? Ganyan.
mhm, mhm,
Everything, kung ano man. I'm not
mhm.
saying that that's something bad, but tamo, tangina, ang hirap ng mundo ngayon, no? Kailangan mo na mag-juggle ng words. Dati hindi naman, eh, parang wala naman. Pero sa
Yeah.
ngayon, uh, we're all, kami ni Kyla, when we entered this podcast, when we decided to do the podcast, we also talked about being mindful with our words.
Mhm,
So, we're also taking care of you who's listening
mhm,
right now.
mhm,
Okay?
mhm,
So, balikan ko lang yung sinasabi ko, nandito na tayo sa topic ng self-talk, eh. Narratives natin, eh. You have the power to create your own narrative. So
mhm,
if the old narrative is not working for you,
mhm,
okay, not working or not working, create that new narrative
mhm,
by, you could start with saying it consciously, kahit hindi pa maniniwala yung belief system mo, yung inner self mo, walang problema doon. Just repeat it until you believe it. And
Or
then,
journaling. Diba?
yeah,
You can
pwede ka
also write
mag-journal.
it
You could
down.
write it. Forceful. I-force mo siya. Di ba?
Mhm.
Minsan isulat mo, tapos ayaw, sinasabi ng self-talk mo, inner voice mo, inner critic mo, na hindi ikaw yan. Tuloy
Mhm.
mo lang. Ituloy mo lang ng ituloy.
Mhm. Mhm.
And then, ito yung isang kicker. Ito yung isang secret dyan.
Mhm.
Work so that other people could also say that to you.
Mhm.
Kung hindi mo makuha sa internal mo yung power to actually believe it,
Mhm.
when a different person or a person you like, you adore, you respect,
Mhm.
says that to you, boom,
Mhm.
nava-validate yung kahit sinasabi mo na hindi mo
Mhm.
pinapaniwalaan, nava-validate yun.
Mhm.
And it becomes a new belief
Alright.
that you could now believe. Kasi may naniniwala na sa yung mga tao.
Mhm.
Right?
Can,
Diba? Sige, Kayla, yeah,
all right.
your
Can I
point.
just add something to that? Just a
Yeah.
qualifier.
Yeah, sure.
I read somewhere kasi that sometimes affirmations can only do so much. Like if, for
Mhm.
example,
Mhm.
you tell yourself, "I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy, I'm happy."
Mhm.
However, I'm actually feeling sad. Or
Mhm.
if, for example, you keep telling yourself, "I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful, I'm beautiful." However, like that statement doesn't match your actual feelings,
Mhm.
then sometimes the brain would call you out on your bullshit.
Mhm.
So, one strategy that I have found very useful is to come up with parts of that statement that are actually believable.
Mhm.
However, for example, when you tell yourself I'm pretty or I'm sexy,
Mhm.
uh if you find it hard to believe those statements, then you can simply compliment yourself for having beautiful eyes, for having uh beautifully shaped hips, for having beautiful hair. You know, just come up with statements that are easier for your subconscious also to accept,
To accept.
because if there's like a struggle internally, that inner critic will tell you that you're just lying to yourself. And sometimes these voices are harder to silence than the criticisms from the people around us.
Mhm. I agree.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you know, that inner critic is just one of the voices that we hear in our heads. There's also that wounded inner child who just feels so kawawa and who often engages in self-pity. There can also be that wounded warrior, you know, like sometimes when you're pushing yourself too hard, like just to relate it to today's topic, if you've always been disciplined all your life but your primary motivation is a need instead of a want, then there will come a point that you will actually feel exhausted. Like it's like the carrot versus the stick, or you
Right.
can't always use the stick. That's why it's always, for me personally, it's always better when I am motivated by a want rather than a need. Because when it's a need, it's like I'm being pushed, I'm just being pressured, I'm acting out of anxiety or fear of certain consequences. Whereas if I'm acting out of want, then I'm actually running towards something that would give me joy, something that would give me peace, something that would give me like a sense of fulfillment.
Mhm. Yeah. Siguro nandun ako sa other side nung ano nung point na yun eh. Pero I think lalalim na kasi tayo dun sa
Mm.
sa, sa rabbit hole. Well, sige, I'll give some points.
All
Pero
right.
after na tong point na to, siguro babalik na kami ni Kyla dun sa weight loss. Babalik na kami. Favorite kasi
Well, these are still
nag-enjoy kami sa
related
topic
naman
na to eh.
eh. These are
Eh,
the motivations behind weight loss also. They're applicable to different areas of our lives naman.
mm, siguro yung question ko for you and siguro for our audience is, what if all these concepts weren't there? So, for example, we're working in this field eh, that kailangan kasi alam natin,
Mm-hmm.
'di ba? So we have to understand a lot of different concepts so that we could explain it to our clients. Tama? Pero
Yeah.
what if lang we don't know this if you're working with yourself, you don't know all the concepts. You need, yung want, yung inner child, inner
Motivations.
voices. Oh, wala kang concept noon.
Mhm.
And ang na-install lang na concept sa'yo is to uh, mga simple concepts lang like going with what's useful
Mhm.
or just
What's
like
useful according to whom?
being adaptive. Ikaw, yun nga eh, malalim kasi to eh. So, ang
Mm.
concept lang siguro, isip lang ng immediate na concept
Mm.
So, walang ibang concept Lahat ng mga concepts, therapy terms, just psychology
Mm.
terms, it's just out of your
Yeah.
system.
Personal development.
Lahat, wala,
Muna.
wala, wala,
Yeah,
wala,
we
wala,
won't
wala,
take those
wala.
into consideration for now. All
Wala,
right.
wala, wala. So, ang possible concept lang na pwede, na tinitingnan natin na pwede would be adaptability
Mhm.
and living in the now.
Mhm.
So, for example, napresentahan ka ng problema.
Mhm.
For example, ang pinag-usapan naman natin ngayon is having a hard time with weight loss.
Mhm.
Tama.
Mm.
And ang concept lang na kaya natin i-work on ngayon is adaptability saka living in the now.
Living in the now, yan, sorry.
Mm. You'd approach things differently.
Mhm.
Nandun ka sa step by step. Kasi bakit ko sinabi tong point na to? Working with problems, we
Mm.
envelope ourselves with too much thought.
Mhm.
So if we had the power to just focus on one thing and just accept it the now, and we're just
Mhm.
adapting to it, mas lumalaki rin yung chances that we get our answers faster.
Mhm. However,
Sige, go first kasi ang gusto kong konektahan dito yung mga inner inner child, yung mga
mhm.
ganun. I'm on how I see it, I'm on the opposite side of things eh.
Mhm.
For me, this is construct.
Mhm.
This is constructed. So, ang isang na nga naging point ko was, if most people are talking about healing an inner child, what stops you from creating an inner adult that
Mhm.
can be very, very responsible with handling
Mhm.
all those things? And it's
Mm.
not about healing that inner child, because if you think about it, memories can be
Mhm.
distorted, memories can be deleted, memories can be created, di ba?
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
if
yeah.
we're coming from that point, I mean, we can create anything
Mhm.
inside our heads. We could
Mm.
falsify memories and believe that it's true.
Yeah. Actually, there's a scientific basis for that you can install false memories. Yeah.
Pwede. So, working with self-talk and ang lakas, I agree with you that based on studies and based on working with our clients and ourselves, may mga tao talaga na sobrang lakas.
Mm.
Sobrang lakas ng inner voices. And minsan at the end of the day, it's not even their fucking voices.
Yeah.
It could be
They're
the
just
voice.
parroting the beliefs of like the people around them, their parents, their
Exactly.
grandparents, religion, school.
Iba pa, di ba? Iba pa
Yeah.
yung voice na yon. And
Yeah.
um what if you had more control?
Mhm.
Yun yung ano eh, yun yung isa sa
Mm.
talagang why I'm here talking in front of people. What if you had more control? What if you
Yes.
could silence that voice? Not
Mhm.
just through medication. You could practice actually if you consciously study a lot of ways to do it. There are ways to silence your thought.
Yeah.
There are ways to minimize that internal voice.
Mhm.
And siguro going deeper to with our discussions, tingin ko episode 3.
Episode 3. Yeah,
Episode
yeah.
3
Those
we'll
inner
go deeper
voices.
with this
We can
one.
talk about like these different voices. However, I just want to react to one of the things that you mentioned. If we
Yeah,
can
go
only
go go.
focus on living in the now and
Mm-mm.
being adaptive.
Mm-mm.
I mean, in an ideal situation, yes, it would be nice to just live in the present and appreciate whatever comes.
Mm.
And it would be ideal, to be able to regulate all these voices in our heads. However, like, it's such a tall order to ask somebody to just silence his or her head, to listen in silence to their hearts, because a lot of us are going through life day by day on autopilot.
Yep.
Like, some of us are not even aware that these thoughts are there because we don't make the effort to actually listen. These thoughts are often like the looping type, and sometimes we're not aware of them. Like, they're on auto repeat. That's why, like, I feel that mindfulness is such an essential skill that everyone has to learn,
Mm.
because these negative thoughts, when they're on loop, they can actually cause a lot of damage. It's like a virus infecting a computer. So when we practice mindfulness, then we can become better gatekeepers of our mental well-being. And when I say mindfulness also, I would like to frame it in a more positive sense, instead of saying that it's all about monitoring or auditing your thoughts. I would like to call it just becoming aware of your thoughts, because when you say you're monitoring or you're auditing, it's like it's a need, or it's like we're trying to scare you that your negative thoughts can your negative thoughts are things that need to be wrestled with, things that need to be erased. These negative thoughts are there for a reason.
Yeah.
Because underneath those negative thoughts are underlying protective mechanisms.
Mhm.
Like, because our topic is about self-sabotage, no? For example, your inability to comply to a diet plan, maybe because of a part of you that's scared of being a disappointment again. Maybe in the past, you have tried out like a diet plan and it didn't work, or you didn't comply and you just blamed yourself for it. So instead of giving it a try once more, you just end up, not doing it because you're scared of disappointing yourself. So that that fear of disappointing yourself is like a self-sabotaging thought. Or maybe you're not exercising because somebody told you that, somebody at the gym broke his ankle when he tried this machine. So that that fear actually has a protective function. However, when it's not calibrated, then it can keep you from reaching your goals, for example. It's impossible to completely erase all these negative feelings, even those who are practicing meditation every day, those Buddhist monks, even those personal development gurus, they still experience negative emotions. It's
Mhm.
possible for them to feel disappointment whenever they are also unable to handle things as well as they imagined. However, it doesn't mean that, these negative emotions are gonna stop them from redirecting towards the right path. So for these people, they just experience these disappointments, fears, and anxiety to a lesser degree. They experience these less frequently, and the duration is much shorter. It takes a lot of training, like even with mindfulness. It takes practice to actually master it. Can you even master it actually? All I'm saying is it takes practice for you to
It's
be able
it's a
to
skill.
like be consistent with it. And it's easier said than done, like monitoring is not the right term. Being aware
Ang
of
term ko pa rin
your
dun
thoughts
is,
every minute, every hour.
ang
Your
term ko pa
thoughts,
rin
your
dun is
emotions.
management.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Management. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Monitoring, pero yun nga, on how I work with it, um, negative emotions are there.
Mm.
Nasa iyo na yun kung
If you
bababad
give it
ka. Oo,
airtime.
bababad ka. Siguro, yan, tips na lang. Bigay tayo ng tips on how to actually do it. Explain ko na how it's done.
Mm-hmm.
Manage your attention. Nasaan yung attention mo ngayon? For
Mm-hmm.
people who are listening right now, nasaan yung attention mo ngayon? You may be driving, you may be listening to this on Facebook, on TikTok.
Mm-hmm.
Nasaan yung attention mo ngayon?
Mm-hmm.
Put a point kung nasaan yung attention mo ngayon. Nasa boses ko ba? Dito sa screen na tinitingnan mo sa phone mo or sa PC, laptop? Nasaan yung attention mo? Now, if you were to center all your being and all your thoughts into just that one point, nandun yung attention mo ngayon.
Mm-hmm.
Is it easy to think of other thoughts when you're at just one point, one thought? Di ba mas nagiging challenging?
Mm-hmm.
Even though may mga ibang thoughts na gustong magpunta doon sa center point ng attention point na yon. Gets mo? Ito yung point, kahit sabihin mo sa akin, Ken, ang dami pa ring thoughts eh.
Mm-hmm.
Teka, tingnan mo lang, what point are you focusing on right now? As in, right now, on the dot. May isa. May isa. I want you to just practice on that.
Yeah.
So, even if there's lots of mini thoughts here, that's fine. But you're focusing on one thought. And this is what a lot of people are doing with negative thoughts. They've centered too much on that one negative thought that amplified, that became their reality.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I'm saying, fuck that shit. So, straight point lang.
Mm-hmm.
If it's useful for you, then continue that path. Yun yung gusto mo eh. That's useful for you. But when you become aware na, teka lang, hindi na to useful para sa akin.
Yeah.
Gawin natin yung sinabi ni Kyla kanina. Redirect, channel. If something's not useful for you right now, find a way or check within yourself what's stopping you from actually shifting to a different thought train. Diba? So ngayon, from a negative thought, pinilit mo yung sarili mo tumingin sa, for example, sa isang bagay na gusto mo. O for example, ito, nakita ko to. Kaya ang dami kong markers dito sa paligid ko eh. So when I feel bad, there are things that I could just look at or hold that could put myself, my focus into a different train of thought. So me just looking at this scorpion in front of me reminds me of like, uy, astig, scorpion. Tapos mapupunta na yung train of thought ko, Scorpion King, mukhang tanga yan. Di ba? I mean, from having a bad day, you position yourself to better thoughts. You binabaran mo yung better thoughts na yun. I'm not saying think positive. Wala akong sinasabing toxic positivity or anything.
Toxic positivity.
Wala rin ako sinasabing positive thought. No. I'm just saying you could channel it to thoughts that serve you well.
That make you feel good.
Because yun nga eh, babalikan ko lang yung sinabi ko nung episode 1 eh, before it's an emotion, it's a thought. And yeah, thoughts may come automatic or talagang minsan talaga nandyan na. Tama? That's why I'm saying thought management. Walang problema maisip mo yon, walang problema maramdaman mo yon. Ang sinasabi ko lang, wag mong babaran. You could shift your attention to things or you could focus mo, talagang hilahin mo yung sarili mo. And that takes training. Inaaral siya. Starts with awareness. When you become aware, teka lang, nandito na ako sa thought na to, hindi to useful sa akin. Dun, you now are creating a system for yourself.
Yes.
Marami pang ways for that. Episode 3. Episode 3 pag-usapan
Probably for
natin.
episode 3, we can delve into like these inner voices. Like the mystics would call them the tarot deck the tarot deck suits. The Carl Jung followers would call them as archetypes. There are other healing methods that call these by different names. So in essence, there are different voices lang inside our heads.
And some call it God. So, yeah.
Siguro before we close lang, I just have a personal message to everyone.
Mhm,
Maybe for some, they're running towards what they desire. Maybe for some, they feel like they're sinking deeper and deeper into the quicksand and they don't know the way out.
mhm.
Sometimes, people can feel overwhelmed and they're not able to see the light at the end of the tunnel. I just want to say that I've been there. I've been there myself. And like becoming aware that there's a need to change is already a win in itself. You don't have to see like the entire path. As long as you can see the first few steps, and as long as you find the courage to actually take that step, then it will get easier. I know there can be feelings of overwhelm or fear or other objections right now against becoming more fit or taking action to become healthier. To cope with those overwhelming thoughts, we can just simply break down the goal into smaller parts. And instead of dwelling in the past, I find it useful to have self-forgiveness, especially for those who have been too hard on themselves. Self-forgiveness is such a tall order. However, if it's a story, if there's like a disempowering story that doesn't serve you anymore, then it has to be released. So personally, it's easier for me to start anew, to start with a clean slate when I'm able to forgive myself, forgive others, and forgive the world. We cannot really control everything. Like, shit just happens sometimes. It is what it is. So, when we let go and put those things in the past, like if you have a time frame, if you visualize that, it's something that's no longer part of your present, then you won't be held back anymore by previous failures or by previous fears or by previous feelings of overwhelm. Any closing words from you?
Mhm, mhm. Forgiveness, yeah. I love that, yeah. Going to the title ng episode na 'to, self, every time naririnig ko yung word na sabotage, there's this just thought inside my head, sumisigaw siya, eh. Sabotage! Sa kanta yan ng Beastie Boys, sa mga nakakarinig. Alam niyo na yan. Alam niyo na, sa mga may edad na diyan. 'Pag narinig mo yung sabotage, it's okay, it's still dead. I know your plan. Di ba? Gano'n na.
Mm.
But, yeah, going back. Self-sabotage, why? I want you to ask yourself why. Ah, yung palagi ko sinasabi sa mga talks ko is, may mura pa yan, eh. Tangina, kalaban, most of the time, the world is against you, 'di ba? May mga ganong bagay tapos at the end of the day, pati sarili mo kalaban mo pa rin.
Mhm.
Why?
Mhm.
I'm I'm always working with, if you can't change it, accept it. It is what it is. Mga bagay na just that's it.
Mhm.
Yun na yun eh.
Mhm.
And check within yourself. Teka lang, what has to happen for me to become my best ally? What has to
I
happen
love
for
that.
me to just like
Mm.
accept that I have the dark side, I have the light side, I have
Mhm.
different sides to me. And
Mhm.
all of that, all of those are still me.
Yeah.
And that has led me to lots and lots of like insight that led me to believe in myself more.
Mhm.
There are times that I may not agree with myself, and that's fine.
Mhm.
There are times that I agree with myself, and that's fine too. There are
Mhm.
times that I could make a big mistake, and that's fine too. There are
Mhm.
times that I really make something really, really nice, and that's
Mhm.
fine too.
Mhm.
I've I hope that everyone could just find a way to just accept the things that they cannot
Mhm.
change.
Mhm.
But I also want to empower everyone that you have the power
Mhm.
to make things happen.
Mhm.
So I know it's very contradicting, yung dalawang yun. I know it's very contradicting, but I hope you find the way
Mhm.
within yourself to just there are things that make sense and there are things that doesn't make sense. Kaya nga pag nagkukwentuhan kami ni Kyla, it's we're just respecting each other's like spaces.
Mhm.
We both have our own beliefs and it's a healthy discussion. With contrast, we learn from each other better.
Mhm.
And it doesn't um it's very useful for the both of us that we see different sides of like a discussion or a point
Mhm.
because that we both know that it leads us to better insight.
Mhm.
We get to validate or acknowledge what is good and what is right at the moment. Tama yung
Yeah.
word ko dun, at the moment.
Or
Because,
relative to the
yeah,
person.
relative eh, relative eh. Things could change.
Yeah.
Beliefs could change.
Mhm.
Identities could change too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're just enjoying this and we appreciate you who's listening here to be part of this journey.
Yeah.
We'd love to discuss more. We'd love to
Mhm.
like go deeper with some ideas and
Yeah.
topics that we love.
Yeah.
And we just want to share this journey with everyone. And
Yeah.
I'm very, very thankful. Of
Thank
course,
you, everyone. Thank you
with
to those
everyone here.
listening
Yeah.
on TikTok and Facebook. Thank you for tuning in tonight. I hope you picked up some useful tips from us tonight. And just to briefly introduce our next topic, it will
Mm-mm.
be like the different archetypes. Yan nga. These are related to the voices that we hear in our heads. Iba-iba yan. So uh sorry, can I have another closing? I just
Oo,
remembered
may
something.
naisip ko na. Sige, go lang, go lang,
All
go lang.
right, last na
May oras
talaga.
tayo, hindi. Kahit, ano lang, may
All
oras
right.
tayo. This is our podcast. So, I
Uh,
mean, do, say whatever.
yeah, I just wanna share like what I learned from Bashar. So,
Uy,
uh,
Bashar.
Bashar,
Solid.
yeah. So in a way, he was referring to like different parts of ourselves, different archetypes, different tarot deck suits, or different inner voices. So he was just saying that sometimes only one part is taking charge and is carrying the load. That's why we feel that life is heavy. However, when we allow all parts of ourselves to carry the load, then it will be easier for us to live a more blissful life.
Wow, ganda, ganda.
Yeah.
Very, ano eh, ang lawa kasi pag nakikinig, with you just saying that, ang dami ko agad nakuha ang insight dun sa sinabi mo, no? Distribution. Not just, ano, add ko lang ito, just coming from that thought that you said, not just to versions of yourselves, but you could also distribute it to other people
Mm,
to
yeah.
lighten the load.
After all, we are energetic beings, and the biggest contribution that we can give is to um be in more emotionally elevated states, because that way we are contributing to the collective energy of the world, the collective positive energy in the world. Like, we have a collective average. So by minding our own vibration, we are helping everyone on this planet because we are contributing better energy or better vibration to the world.
Sarap. Saya. Ang ganda, ang
Okay.
ganda, ang ganda. Yes.
So we'll see you guys next time for episode 3. We're gonna announce when that will be.
All
Thank you,
right.
everyone. Thank you, Ken Ken.
Thank you, Pai. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.